everyone, it's Maki here. Are you enjoying the movie Gundam Seed Freedom? It has been over 3 months since its release in Japan, but the excitement is still high. It's nice to see news of fans enjoying it in different countries around the world. Today, I will be discussing content that contains spoilers for the movie. If you'd prefer to watch the movie without prior knowledge, I recommend that you watch this program after you've seen the movie. Recently, we analyzed the content of a talk show hosted by Mr. Mitsuo Fukuda in Japan. The start of writing a new story and other very interesting details were discussed. There's more information to come. Have you clicked the subscribe button yet? Let's start analyzing the information. The first issue revolves around the word amazing. This word is added to the names of mobile suits equipped with the Cavalier. A Strike Rouge equipped with the Cavalier will be named Amazing Strike Rouge. Similarly, Amazing Yzak and Amazing Infinite Justice Gundam Type 2 appear in the movie. How did these names come about? It turns out that there was no explanation for their origin. Mr. Fukuda mentioned the names were decided during the toy marketing phase. The name Amazing did not exist when we made the movie. We wanted to call the Infinite Justice Gundam equipped with Ignite, but we had to change it because the name was already trademarked and used by another company. The name Night Justice existed as an initial concept for the Infinite Justice Gundam during Sea Destiny, but it was not used because it was already registered as a trademark for another company's product. It seems that the same situation happened again. Mr. Fukuda seems to prefer the word night. What's interesting about his comment is the names were decided during the toy marketing phase. This implies a high probability that Cavalier-equipped figures or model kits will be marketed. The Cavalier, which can be mounted on the Strike Rouge, Infinite Justice Type 2, and even Yzak is quite intriguing, although typically mounted on the head. The final scene of the movie also shows the Strike Rouge and Infinite Justice flying sideways with it mounted on their backs. It seems there are many fun ways to play with it. Fans of Athrun and Yzak may have to buy 2 of each to recreate the final scene. Many may be curious about the relationship between Athrun and Yzak. In the movie, their conversation was not shown. However, in the novel, after defeating Shure, Athrun rejoins Yzak and others to help Shin and Luna Maria. This is reminiscent of the early scenes in Sea Destiny, where they fought together at Junior 7. Mr. Fukuda stated, Athrun and Yzak did not share information. However, Blackfeld and Yzak did exchange information. The extremist faction of the Zaft Army is fully understood by Yzak and his team. It has been revealed that Andrew Blackfeld has rejoined the Zaft Army. However, much like Aya Jewel and Eileen Kenner command the battleship Eternal, he appears to be acting as part of Lost Crime's forces. The secret organization Terminal is taking a cooperative stance towards Lost Crime. It is likely that Blackfeld and Terminal are exchanging information and passing it on to Athrun. The unit under Blackfeld's command is using Bakus. Mr. Fukuda mentioned if Blackfeld is in command, Bakus are more appropriate, although humanoid weapons such as Zins are actually more appropriate for non-terrestrial environments. We gave priority to presentation. The Klein faction in France seems to be holding on to outdated weapons as a contingency force. However, many have seen Bakus suppress a coup in Plant. The chairman of Plant's Supreme Council Lament should have explained these weapons. Dealing with the soldiers who stage the coup will be very busy. Let's analyze the topic of special abilities and Kira's origin. Many people are curious about the seed abilities activated by Kiro, Athrun Shinkagori, and Lars. Mr. Fukuda said, "As for the seed abilities, I do not think we can go any deeper." Many fans may have wondered what exactly are seed abilities. This aspect is left to the interpretation of the fans. Many may feel disappointed. It is often said to be a step toward the new evolution of mankind, similar to Yoshiyuki Tomino's concept of nudies, which instead of having a clear definition, becomes something for fans and creators to interpret in their own way. Of course, this is Mr. Fukuda's opinion at the moment, so be aware that different ideas may emerge in the future. Regarding the point where Kira was called a failure by Aura and the Code, Kira was created by Yuren Hibiki as a super coordinator. Why would he be called a failure if he was created as a being not part of the Accord? Mr. Fukuda stated, "Did Yuren Hibiki consider Kira to be a failure of the Accord?" I will answer that question in the setting. Yuren and Dora are collaborators. Therefore, they used genes and technologies close to those of a code to create Kira. In fact, there was a slight disagreement between Chiaki Morosawa, Ryugoto, and myself about the setting of a code and Kira. The term failure was written by Ms. Morosawa. Ms. Morosawa saw a code as a psychic, who loved flavor as a nudie-like being, and then there were the regular coordinators. Perhaps she perceived Kira as a coordinator without the special abilities of a code. However, since Ms. Morosawa has passed away, we cannot ask her for details. However, I don't think Yuren considered Kira a failure. Since the goal of creating a super coordinator was achieved, he considers it a success. It seems that the settings for a code will be more detailed in the future. If the story in the movies had ended the Seed series, a code's abilities might have remained a mystery. The story that Mr. Fukuda is currently writing may also contain secrets about the code's abilities. Let's look forward to it. Thank you for watching to the end. See you in the next episode.